Hello everyone. Thank you for your attendance. With no quick strategic change management plan, the Air France KLM, your company, will surely become bankrupt. It's just a matter of time. On the behalf of the Amake Consulting, we would like to propose sustainable strategy that will lift the Air France KLM actual tragic situation. The following rescue plan is the most productive solutions as we see for today. Please concentrate and switch your mobile phone to flight mode as the next 10 minutes will be very intense. Air France KLM is in serious problems because of their profitability is declining and the net results squeezed to 1.19 billion euros in 2012. Externally, competition is fierce. On the one hand by low-cost rivals such as Ryanair competing for the short routes, and on the other hand by subsidized Middle Eastern airlines such as Emirates competing for the long-haul routes. Internally, operating expenses without fuel are substantially higher for Air France KLM at 6.8 euro cents per available seat per kilometer compared to the 2 euro cents of Ryanair. A major factor is employee costs, with Air France KLM pilots earning similar or higher than other airlines, but making around 20% less flying hours. These all forces Air France KLM to cut costs between 200 to 400 million over the next year, to slow down pay increases and demand higher productivity from staff. Staff, however, is not favorable toward these changes, especially at Air France showing itself in recurring strikes that costs airlines carrier millions per day. The proposed strategy is created based on the strategic framework that you can find on the slide. The strategic framework could also be found in the comment below our presentation. Why we urgently need the strategic plan? Because financial plan is integral part of the success if you want to climb a really high mountain. Because in order to tackle a mountain, you need a well-defined roles. Because it is easy to get lost when you are not communicating clearly with stakeholders and clients. So stay focused as the journey will take you through the long flight of Air France KLM.
Among the biggest issues Air France KLM face are those of financial nature. The company needs to turn its operating profit positive in order to prove their activities bring economic value to the shareholders. Moreover, it needs immediate debt reduction, which pressures company net profit strongly enough to keep it in a vicious circle of losing money. In order to improve current situation, we propose to implement 5 following strategies. Engage in strategic partnerships in order to widen the network of connections, capture scale benefits, and increase capital to ease the debt. Sell non-core business ventures, including numerous catering operators, delivery services, and benefit providers. Focus on developing aviation-related expertise while cashing out supporting businesses to reduce debt. Consider limiting fleet investment for a short period of time, taking into account that the company operates one of the newest fleets in the industry. This should be possible without compromising safety and comfort of passengers. Improve Transavia efficiency of operations. We believe that the low-cost airlines are post-crisis future, but to capitalize on it, operational excellence is required. Improve the load factor and dump unprofitable routes. Last but not least, introduce prepaid subscription plans for frequent flying business customers. If well executed, should bring loyalty and positive cash flow impact at the moderate expense of slightly lower marginal contribution.
The second goal of the turnaround strategy is to streamline the organization. In order to do so, Amake recommends to create 3 business units and to create synergies. So what does it mean to create business unit? Currently, Air France operates in the passenger transportation business, the cargo business, and the low-cost business. In the meantime, KLM operates in the same area of businesses. So instead of having 2 companies competing in the same area of businesses, we offer to make a switch from a brand organization to a customer-focused organization. This means 3 business units will be created and there will be their own profit center. The 3 business units will be passenger transportation, cargo transportation, and low-cost transportation. The brand remains important, but become a part of the profit center and not the profit center by itself. As a consequence, the workforce must be aligned with the new organization. There are duplicated tasks because we are working in 2 different companies, and these duplicates can be found at the highest level. This is why Amake recommends to adapt the organization according to the BU and to create common departments: finance, human resources, and operation. It will lead to move from 17 executive members to 7 who will be accountable for the strategy and the synergy. The ultimate goal is that the group acts as one and unique company, and because this point will be challenging in its execution, we target a full operational efficient organization within the next 3 years.
The third part of our strategy is to invest in the future, invest in Africa. With an expected population growth of 2.3% per year, reaching 25% of the global population in 2050, this is one of the fastest growing markets for the coming years. Especially given the average expected economic growth of 5 to 6% for the coming years and the expected open skies and free trade area in the African Union in 2018, a boost in both passenger and cargo transport in the air is expected. Currently, the market has oligopolistic features with only a couple of larger air carriers and few to none no-cost air carriers, driving up prices and creating opportunities for higher margins. There are, however, also different complications for Air France KLM when entering the market. Most countries protect their national air carriers very well, making it easier to enter the market via investing in current African air carriers. Further complications can be the unstable situation in some countries, the lack of educated employees, the high chance of being confronted with corruption, and a poor infrastructure, making it difficult to arrange the transport for spare parts to perform repairs. To reduce the risk of having problems with national authorities, we propose to invest in existing air carriers that already have the necessary permissions and to make a profit out of this investment via dividends. First, we will invest in our current SkyTeam member, Kenyan Airlines, by buying 10% of their shares. Together with this, we will conclude an agreement to be able to offer more long-haul flights between Europe and Southeast Africa and increase the connectivity of the Nairobi hub for the region. Secondly, we will invest in Arik Air to bring it up to SkyTeam performance in order to be able to use the Lagos hub for Northwest Africa. Lagos already is the 5th largest hub in Africa with a large expected growth, but currently only marginally linked intercontinentally and offers great possibilities for future growth. Above all, we will start the first reliable and fast low-cost airline with Kenya Airways and Arik Air for international flights on the African continent using the Nairobi and Lagos hubs. African pride.
The E-Connection program was designed to engage Air France KLM customers, increase their loyalty towards the company, and raise awareness on renewable energies. The program consists of a ticket promotion. In particular, for each ticket sold between Black Friday and Christmas, customers will receive an Air France KLM backpack and the Volta Flyer. The Air France backpack will guarantee to all the customers that will show at the airport wearing it priority boarding, 2 cabin bags, and 1 checked bag for free. The goal is to increase sales and loyalty and make the brand cool. The Volta Flyer is mainly meant for children, and it is a do-yourself-in kit that uses advanced solar and ultralight materials to build a toy airplane. To engage children and raise awareness on renewable energies, all children under 14 can register for the Eco Maker Challenge. The challenge will be hosted at Air France hangar, where all the children will assemble their own Volta Flyer and battle to cover the longer distance. The prize is a professional solar drone.
This different strategy will be implemented according to the following timeline. The main 2 goals are to reduce the debt and to streamline the organization, and this has to be done by 2015. Then investment will be available to conquest the African market and to launch the Connection program. The ultimate goal is to go back on track for growth and profit by 2018.
The proposed plan of change requires a full understanding of its benefits. So, what has to be done? Reduction of debt in order to substantially restore profitability to gain the financial strength. Focus on simplification and performance, hence the streamline of the organization. EcoConnect program to gain loyalty. Strong investment in the future, consequently being present in Africa. The future for growth and differentiation is there. Thank you for your attendance. We are waiting for the briefing and the question and answer session.